everyone, it's Demps151 and welcome to the first and second round of the VTCC. This video is the first round here at Silverstone National as we go around the national circuit. And this is just a little picture of how close it is. This is qualifying. As you can see, I'm down in 8th, which you'd think, oh, it's disappointing. But there's only half a second between every single car. Unbelievable. But let's get on with this race. Here we go. For the first round of the VTCC. There we go, in 8th place, got Sponge just in front of me. Hamster Racing will be using the white and lime green car. As you can see, I've got here, you've got the Hamster Racing A, which is Hamster and Falcon, and then you've got me and Sponge's Hamster Racing B wearing the lime green colour, and then you've got Hamster and Falcon in the Chip Shop pea green colour of this particular car. So into the first couple of corners, in 9th for the moment. We've got Carl on us right hand side. He just dropped behind us. I think we're side by side out of the corner, and there you go, Carl dropped it behind, flashes lights, which is a no-no in the VTCC, but we'll pretend that never happened. So we're behind Sensei right now, almost making contact, braking late, sliding towards the back end of him. In the top left hand corner you can see the replay view, but obviously you may have noticed his car's missing from the replay view. Again, I do apologise, but that's Project C.A.R.S for you. Still plenty of glitches about and plenty of problems about. And he still changes liveries. And look at that, stationary cars on the grid on the replay view. But, hey, so the format is, you've got a 12 lap sprint race to start with. The next race is a 28 lap, I think it was. 28 lap feature race. And as you can see, Sponge and Sensei right really at each other. Sponge drops down into 6th place. He's going to just latch onto the bike. I get a decent run out of the exit of that corner. I have to go onto the right hand side of Sponge. I don't want to make any attack on him. We've got to be focused on moving forwards rather than anywhere else. Braking hard, I'm taking a wider line, try and get a better exit. Carl's still right on the back end from the Power Max team, sniffing about, but get a decent exit. So at the moment I've got about half second gap front and behind, so it's something to easily manage at the moment in 7th place. The more frustrating thing about this championship, we found out in round 1 and 2, is how close it is. You can do one of the best laps you've ever done and be halfway down the grid. The talent and the talent of the drivers is that brilliant. It's so difficult, but we like a challenge, and this is what makes it that much better, the VTCC. You can still join, don't be afraid. Just go across to the VTCC.co.uk, jump on the site, sign up as a member, and then join the championship. Sign up with a team and a teammate, and be ready for rounds 2. No, rounds 2. Rounds 2's here. Round 3 and 4 at Alton Park. Yeah, is it Alton Park? I'm not particularly sure, to be honest with you. No, it's Donington Park. We've been practicing on it. Jesus. No, it's Donington Park. Silly me. So now you can see Sponge has got a bit of a run on Sensei Rat. They're side by side. Sensei in the pink Angry Ant car, and Sponge has got in front of Sensei Rat now. I've built a little gap over Carl. A decent lap for me, and now I'm having a look down the inside of Sensei Rat. A bit too far back at this point, so just biding my time. But Sensei Rat now we're looking to attack Sponge. Yes, can he do it? He's down the outside. I'm going around the outside of both of them, or trying, costing me time. I'm down a bit quicker at this moment in time than, but it's all to do with the fighting. When you start fighting, you start losing a lot of time. And see, Carl's now tucked up behind. I'm having a look down the inside. Am I brave enough? No, this moment I have a little look, getting forced a bit too far over to the left. Sponge on the grass on the right hand side, trying to get my front end just tucked in behind the Angry Ant card of Sensei Rat. And Sponge pulls a little gap now, and here we go down the main straight. I'm staying on the right hand side and back off a little bit, just tuck in behind. It's a very difficult corner to judge when you're this close together, and we both run a tad wide. And here comes Carl. Carl trying to make it free abreast. A little bit of contact in there, a big wobble. It was like a sandwich, but not a very nice one. So again, we're on to the long back straight. This is the thing with Silverstone. I have never liked to race on this track. I like watching races on this track for like in real life, Formula 1 and British touring cars and stuff like that. But when it comes to games, I hate racing on it. I can't do it. One of my worst tracks. I was happy to get it out of the way and do as well as good as I could have done for this track. It's just not my favourite track at all. And Sensei Rat has dropped behind me now as he ran a bit wide on the exit, and now he's got Carl to deal with up into 6th. So we've got 5th and 6th for Hamster Racing B at the moment, Sponge and myself, and then Hamster Racing A, we've got Falcon out in front, I think, and then you've got Hamster in 2nd or 3rd at the moment. So it's all going gravy. We're halfway through the first race. And onto that long back straight again. You can see the gap between me and Sponge is 2 and a bit seconds. Carl just under a second behind me now. It's going well. The car really struggling with understeer. These Clios, when you get them set up perfectly, it's so fun to drive. But when you get a setup slightly wrong, maybe a few errors in the setup here and there, it's unbelievable how bad they can be to drive. And going past the stationary cars on the replay. Thank you, Project Cars, yet again, not letting me down. Throwing it into that first corner. It's a very difficult first corner. Obviously, can't run wide onto the grass. You need to keep with them 2 wheels on the track at all time. Over the well, not past the white line, put it that way. Long right hander again. Carl's starting to close the gap. I'm starting to struggle. Got 9.7 litres of fuel left in the car, averaging a late 1:04 lap. Not brilliant at all. It's just a struggling pace as we enters the final part of this race. You can see how close Carl is now to the rear end as you're looking at the little mirrors on the Clio. You can see his Clio in the Project Cars car, just darted about with its headlights on. I don't know if that's Carl in the replay view behind me. Maybe the car missing after the gap seems a little bit bigger. Oh, maybe because cars seem closer in the mirrors. Carl now go to the right hand side. You can see me have a little look, and look how close this is now. He's forcing me to just have a little bit of a wider run on the exit. I don't want to make contact. He's still there. You can just see the reflection of his headlights on the ground when I look to my right hand side. It's going to cause me some problems now, and he tucks back in behind me. Keep as tight as possible to the right hand side, and then switch it over to the left. I'm trying to be very defensive now, trying to keep that door shut. We don't want that door open. As soon as you give him that little opportunity, he's going to try and dive for it. Back onto the main straight as we cross the line to start lap number 9, and this is where my little battle commences with Carl defending all the way. Tight line, and Carl looking around the outside. He has a look on the inside now as we go side by side into the next corner, braking hard. He's on the right hand side still, and it's hard to tell without the replay view helping me here. And there we go. He's just behind. It's all into the corners, the straights are the build up to the attack. and then you've got the corners where the attack is. And look, keep it tight. Keep it tight. Don't give him that option. If he wants to get past me on the inside, he's going to have to go on the grass. That's the main thing there. You've got to make it so difficult for him. Make that car as wide as possible. If you're in a situation like this, always keep always keep a clear throat so you don't cough. That's the man flu. What hasn't totally gone yet, believe it or not. If you saw any of my recent videos on Dirt Rally, I have the career mode with my man flu and a deer. We've not had a deer yet in this race. Braking hard again. Down the gears in second gear again, keeping it that time. Now here we go. This is the build up to the attack towards the end of this lap. Sponge and what's his name are battling up in front for what would be 4th place. A 1:39 as well on lap 7 from me. And there you go. Big dive down the inside. Now he's got the inside line for this corner. I'm going to have the inside for the next corner. Call finally gets in front. Sensei right just behind, trying to take advantage. Now we're going to be side by side on the exit. This is a great battle, very clean battle as well. Sensei right just snooping behind, waiting for the tears to happen. He's along the left hand side of me now. This is going to be really unpleasant, and he tucks back in behind. Regain the position, back up into 6th place. And what's his name is in 5th place. That means Sponge has climbed another place up into 4th. Braking hard, keeping tight on that inside. No car's going to have a good run, especially with the slipstream all the way down into the final section of the track. We're on lap 11. So again, look, he tucks in right behind me. He has a little look now. He's going to what will be the outside on the first corner, but will be the inside on the next corner. So I've got to try to stay in front for this corner, and there I do. Now I know I can keep a tight line for this next corner here, so he can't get past. And Sensei right is looking now. He knows that I'm holding Carl up because I'm going defensive on every corner going. I'm not got any speed in me. I haven't got the pace to set any decent lap times because I'm defending. I know what's his name and Spun and what's his name is actually his name. What's his name? I'm not forgetting someone. There's Carl flashing the lights again. Naughty. And he's looking around the outside. He's going to try and slingshot, but I keep it as tight as I possibly can. I have to run out to get the speed down this Lombard straight on the final lap. So Falcon will come across the line in 1st place if this carries on. What's his name? And there's another flash of the headlights from Carl. I'm braking late, making sure I got that inside line. I drop an extra gear for some reason as well. But then down in 2nd, keeping it tight as possible. Sensei right running a bit wide as well on the final corner. Out we come, and we're going to cross the line in a very respectable 6th place in the 1st round of the VTCC Clio Cup Championship. It's 6th place for me, 4th place for Sponge for Hamster Racing B. Then Hamster Racing A, we've got Cpl Hamster in 3rd place after a little bit of contact. And in 1st place we've got Hamster Racing's very own Falcon, who takes the win. A very successful 1st round of the championship for Hamster Racing. A good collection of points. A 6th place is very respectable, say the competition we've got in this championship. And it's not my best track in the world, it's really not at all. So, if you want to see the 2nd round of the championship, click on to the next video if it's not already up. If it's not up at the moment, you just have to wait a little bit while I finish it off, basically. But if not, click on that next video. You can see the 2nd round, which is at Silverstone, which is in the daylight, well, the dusk, put it that way. Which is a little server error, we put it at night, but we just got on with it anyway. It was quite a good race, quite an entertaining race. So remember, if you've enjoyed this, please click that like, that subscribe, and that comment button and start typing away with your comments. I've been Demps151, and I will see you in the next video, which could be round 2. Au revoir.